Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to EverRail, and today we're gonna talk about, well, please do not leave the starter zone. Why not leave the starter zone? So, if you're new to the game, I have to tell you this. Look, this game is mostly, after some points, procedurally generated. So a lot of the content that you're gonna see are going to be completely random and different from your friends. And how you see it is just looking at your map, looking at the difference of the bases, the places that are actually on the map, how these like points of danger or points of interest or POIs are settled down, where the tunnels are, and so on and so forth. They're all random at some point. And the thing is, look, because of that, they have this mechanic in the game that no matter what you want to craft in the game is actually craftable since the start or the beginning of the game. From the isotopes that you need for higher tier items to I think one of the biggest things that have been like bothering me a lot is, for example, battery capacity. Like for the battery capacity, for every battery that you want to make, you need like 2,000 isotopes, and then you need more of those same batteries for making things like these metallurgy or nanofiber things. Yeah, look, each of these needs a battery 2. Those battery 2s are actually the only thing, the difference between you being able to like stand, yeah, like see, each of those battery 2 is worth 3 of the battery 1s. So yeah, they're very precious, and they're like 750 batteries. So each time you remove or use one of them, you're reducing your battery capacity by 750, which is almost like 5 minutes of exploration. Not 5 minutes, like 2 minutes of exploration, like outside when your train is stopping. And on top of that, they have done something very intelligent, or let's say grindy, about the game in general, and that is a lot of the let's say, let me show you in the tech fabricator. A lot of the tech that are of the higher tier do not need like anything other than the stuff that you get from the starter zone. This tech unit 2, or for example the bolt N2. Let me show you the bolt N2, for example. You need it for like the tier 5 items for most of them. Look, this is the bolt 2N. Look, you need nanopolymers. These nanopolymers are actually made out of food. And the moment, let me tell you, the moment you leave the starter zone, if you have not got a lot of the, let's say, lower tier, like at least tier 3 upgrades, the environment is so harsh that your, let's say, gathering materials and crafting speed will be lowered instead of being increased. Why? Because of the battery drain. Later I will make a full video about how to actually, like, what upgrades you need to get, which upgrades would be more suitable for you. But my recommendation for you will be spend at least the first 10 hours of your gameplay just circling around in here, stopping, going and exploring, upgrading everything to tier 3. Like, that is one of the things that I have been doing right now. And believe it or not, the main reason that you need to actually like go around here is the isotope. The isotope thing, you do not really need to go anywhere. Look, for example, look, this is a normally upgraded glider. It has nothing on it. My train actually circles all around here. One of the main things that I've been doing, because glider 2, I'll later make a video about like glider and its upgrade too. Look, with a glider 2, I can just go around and collect all of these isotopes, and every time I go back, I have around, let's say minimum 9,000, 8,000 materials that I can use. And by getting these, I am making the batteries, I am upgrading my, let's say, whatever is on my ship. No matter where you go, this is going to be the main issue you have with all types of crafting and everything that you craft, the isotopes. And for collecting these, you need to be outside of your train. There is almost nowhere. Like, I asked some of my viewers who actually started playing this game, because their playtime is a little bit much more than me, let's say. I asked them, like, what is happening, like, outside the starter area and the starter zone. Like, one of the things that have been bothering all of them is that after you leave this place, flying becomes almost impossible. Yeah, flying becomes almost impossible. Why? Because it's dangerous. There is ice, there is food problems, there is the fact that you need to be present inside your, let's say, train, because if you're not, there's a limited number of times that the limit is, like the Aegis, which is the shield in front of, like your ship, actually get activated. And there's also the problem that without the isotopes, like, none of your other upgrades do even matter. See, like, I got like 1,600 just while I was talking to you. And all of it is now stored here. And with the 2,000 that I got from here, I can make another battery 1. And that battery 1 is not going to be used for as a capacity for my, let's say, train. It is going to be used so I can actually make a higher level EMP gun. Because yes, outside here, there's EMP, let's say, enemies that you can't even hit with normal, let's say, weapons. So if you have not done this, if you have not, like, farmed isotopes, if you have not upgraded your basic things, like, then by the basic things, I mean, like, it is not just one thing. Like, it's not like, yeah, get the upgrades for your glider so you can have an easy time there. No. When I say basic things, I mean your exo, I mean your train, I mean your glider, I mean your weapons. That is 4 different categories that I would suggest, at this point, I would suggest getting to minimum tier 3. Like, look, I have not, like, left the starter zone. See, most of my upgrades are just, like, either, like, tier 3, or I am getting the tier 5 before even leaving the starter zone. Because it doesn't matter where I go. I can make everything here. But, so this is now like the critical point why I'm saying all of this. Look, outside this starter circle, there is better loot. But in order to be efficiently farming that better loot, you need to have a certain amount of upgrades present to you, so you can actually farm faster. If you do not have, like, the upgrades that you will get from, like, just circling around here and going into these areas and these POIs, like, just staying here and going into the same facilities that you have been farming, because they get to respawn, is more efficient than just getting out here and trying to, like, go into the newer areas. Because yeah, for a lot of the items that you want or you will be using, you do not even need the loot from the facilities itself. You need to just get in, kill all of the robots, scrap all of the robots, get food out of them, get rations out of them, and that is another problem. You can actually get very much a lot of farm here, but the moment you leave, yeah, you get less if you don't have a good ship. Because number one, look, the recharge rate of your train drops because the track condition is lower. You cannot speed up enough, so your batteries are going to not charge fast enough. So for example, look, if you, for example, like say, yeah, okay, so I'm gonna continue here, I'm gonna stop here, I'm gonna stop here, I'm gonna stop here, and I'm gonna stop here. No, that is not going to happen. You probably are going to stop here. Your battery will be drained, if you're not ready, by the way. You will have a hard time, like, charging even to half full by here. And the only second place that you will be able to go is here. And when you get here, that's what happened to me, actually, on my first trial that I went there. Trial by fire, let's say. I went here, but the enemies are so high level that you will either die or you will face the EMP mobs that you cannot actually penetrate with normal bullets, and they will actually push you out of that zone anyways. So you will have to also, not only now you have to spend a lot of time coming here for nothing, you will also have to go all the way back from here backwards. Yeah, because there is no way you can actually, like, go and turn around here maybe. And that is only one possibility that can happen to you. So once you leave the nest, there is no going back. Remember that. You need to be extremely afraid of whatever is happening around your map, because whoever I asked it, from my, let's say, community or not, like, their experience so far has been terrifying leaving the zone. And what is going on, and which is better, is just staying here, getting your upgrades, and then leaving here, because then you can actually have fun in the game. This game is harsh. It does not let you have and make mistakes, okay? See, like, even making videos about this game is a mistake, because now my character is hungry and I'm running out of rations because I'm making polymers. So I'll have to go and use more rations, and well, there goes like one facility worth of food, because, well, I had to make a single video about the game. See, everything in this game is a mistake. This game is a mistake. But anyway, it's a very fun game. I really highly recommend it, even though it does not have like yet like the spread that it needs. But I think this game has a very bright future if they keep like giving it a couple of good updates and listening to, let's say, customer feedback or player feedback in general. So let's see what happens. Do not leave the starter zone. Upgrade everything to tier 3 before leaving. Later, I'll when I myself decide to leave the starter zone, I will make them other gameplay videos and the videos about guides about like which let's say items are for what, and which tier of the items are better, and which upgrades you need to get. But for now, this is a general thing. Anything that could be upgraded to minimum tier 3 before leaving the circle. That is the only tip I want to give you in general, in short, in this game. And by the way, yeah, my videos are a little bit long. I could have just came here, right? Yeah, do not upgrade anything to, do not leave the circle. Yeah, that's it. No, I give explanations because as a community, I like to receive your feedback. Maybe you have found a better sweet spot for, let's say, the number of upgrades. Maybe you're like, no, tier 2 is enough. Like tier 2 for exosuit stuff, tier 3 for ship stuff, train stuff, and tier 1 for the, let's say, glider is more than enough. Well, let's discuss that in the comment section. Thanks for all the likes, hypes, memberships, supers, and everything else, and looking forward for your feedback and your ideas about what is the sweetest spot for having your upgrades before leaving the starter zone. If it's nighttime, I hope you look like babies, and if it's daytime, good luck gliding around for isotopes. See you in the next video, fellas. See you in the next video.